am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Sakajin Cosplay, and today we are back at you guys with Steins Gate 0 episode 10.
This is literally 5 seconds after last episode where we theorized about how Suzuha could not have been, 15 years from the future, but then I realized she never, she's not from 15 years in the future. The email comes from 15 years in the future.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
In any case, we'll see. So last episode, what happened?
Russia versus America.
Yes.
In the race for the time war machine.
Yes.
Something like that.
Suzu lost it a little bit. She's freaking out because Russia is making progress and she threatened Okarin with a gun.
Yeah, she's shooting at people now.
Fuck, good girl, calm down.
Okay, no.
Daru is calming her a little bit. He's, taking charge as her dad and telling her that everything is going to be alright.
Yep.
Okarin is trying to take charge too, he's doing his research. He's got his memory makise around him telling him, advices and stuff, so that's pretty cool. He's gonna work with Brown, to figure out. Well, he's got a name for a potential company in America that might be doing the thing. Mm-hmm. We think we know that America is the one that attacked us at the lab, and they're looking for any possible notes that Makise could have left behind because Russia has a research.
Yeah, and their main lead right now is Amadeus.
Yes.
So we might have to destroy it.
Well, yes, if we want to stop America, yes.
Yeah.
So we'll jump in this episode. We'll see what they do. They might use Amadeus to make sure that there's no notes anywhere. Mm-hmm. They might think about destroying the thing because that's the only lead that America has to a time machine. Yeah. We'll see what they do. Let's go.
All right. So, Maho-chan just said to Okarin, the big surprise.
Well, like that, you kept saying she asked someone to pick it up. I mean, it's the same thing. Okay, she sent the computer to someone.
She sent the computer to someone to try and decode the password so that she can access.
Now,
Makise's notes.
It could definitely be that person is gonna be threatened by the company and give it. Or that person works already for the company and will give it. Or the company will figure out that person has the computer and attack and take it.
Do you think it might be the woman professor from America?
Maybe, if it's her, fuck. Because I don't trust her at all. Not with that look she sent Kagari a few episodes ago. So that's gonna be like a matter for the next episode, I guess.
I feel so bad for Maho because after she just said that I sent the computer to someone that I trust.
But
okay, just went berserk on her. Did you know what you just did? You just declared World War III!
But see, that's why you should say, the truth to everyone who's involved and doesn't know. Because he's trying to save them. Sorry, I'm talking. He's trying to save them the trouble. He's trying to protect their emotions and, he doesn't want to hurt them or he doesn't want to put them in more danger than they are already. But that's what's
without the time machine in this timeline, how is he gonna explain to Maho or prove to Maho that
she already has suspicions. He knows so much about Makise. He knows so much about stuff he shouldn't know about. He proved it to Brown. He told Brown about it and he managed to somehow explain it and prove it to Brown. He could definitely prove it to someone who's already noticed that there's much more to, Okarin than meets the eye.
True, but Brown is another type of character. Maho is another type of character.
In my opinion, Maho is more open-minded than Brown because she knows about these things.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's gonna be a matter for the next episode when we try to stop this mess. But
we won't be able to stop this mess. World War III is gonna happen.
A lot of the episode was about Maho's inferiority complex when it comes to Makise because she never really said it, but the fact that she compares herself so much to the story means that she kept comparing her own abilities to Makise's, and eventually it gave a blow to her self-confidence and her abilities to excel, to do well in her field because she kept comparing herself to a genius, and she came short all the time, and basically, that led to tragedy. When she was talking about Mozart and the other guy,
Salieri,
yes, who's the one who ended up, destroyed because of this feud?
Salieri.
He's the one that got destroyed, because I think I read something wrong. But basically, if you put this scenario onto Maho, or even, if you think about Makise's dad, who basically did the same thing, it's someone who's eventually gonna try to compare and surpass their entire life. And when they never achieve that, they are either gonna destroy the original, Mozart or Makise, like whatever story you wanna follow. They're gonna destroy the original because they can't beat it, or they're gonna destroy themselves because the self-confidence will be out the window.
True.
Kind of like Moika is a good example of someone who's already lost and gave up the fight, because she looks at herself and compares herself to everyone else, and she thinks that she doesn't matter, and she thinks that she can't make any connections and people don't care, and
she's not important. She's useless to people. So.
And the consequence to that is that she doesn't communicate, she doesn't reach out, she has so little self-confidence, little to none, and then in that other timeline, and probably in this timeline too, she's a rounder that does everything that FB wants, and she basically ends up killing herself. She destroys herself because she can't allow herself to connect with anyone because of how she sees her existence. It's really, really sad, and Maho, feeling that way towards Makise is very unhealthy. And could also explain why she keeps, Amadeus close, because she both really cares about Makise and still tries to compare to her. And maybe now that Makise is dead, she feels guilty about those feelings, and that's not healthy at all. It's okay to want to surpass someone who's better than you. If you do it in a healthy way, as long as you do it in a healthy way.
It is not for nothing that people said that love and hate are basically the same word. They go in the same way, and it is not wrong to appreciate someone and to feel maybe jealous or maybe just competitive with that person.
Because jealousy is also a very human thing that everyone
when you handle it correctly.
Everyone feels jealous at least once in their life, and if you feel it and basically handle it normally and gently, and you don't let it become too much, a little bit of jealousy doesn't kill you. It makes things interesting, and it's human. You should not feel guilty that you felt jealous about Makise's prowess if yours were not as good. It creates, it motivates you. It can motivate you to become stronger or better. As long as you don't let that stop you from connecting with Makise or being nice to her or, helping her along in her things like her dad did. But still.
Her dad didn't handle the jealousy correctly.
And
not at all.
And, next to Maho, like, she looks at Okarine who can manage, to let go of his feelings, sort of, in order to keep talking to Amadeus without obsessing over Amadeus being the girl he loves, and without letting that not confuse but control him and overtake him. She's got to understand, and she doesn't know that, but she's got to understand that he's had much more time and opportunities to let go of that grief. He talked to Makise, he's dealt with this before with Mayuri, he's traveled through time a few times.
He's a special case.
Yeah, he's something else, so don't compare yourself to this guy.
But it is true that in real life, there are people who handle grief in different ways. No one handles grief the same way as the other. I don't handle grief that my sister does, and even a brother or a mother or father. So, thinking that maybe you're grieving wrong because you're not moving forward as quick as you think that you should do, or maybe you're moving forward way too soon than you think that you should do. No, don't think about that. It's okay.
Even
move
still
at your own time.
Even still feeling some anger or jealousy towards someone who's dead. Sometimes you will bash yourself over the head because you don't want to feel angry or you don't want to feel hate or jealousy or anything bad towards someone who's died because they're not here to defend themselves. In this case, it's a bit different because they actually have Amadeus, which, you know, makes it easier to discuss these things with her and maybe settle some grudges.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if they try to settle those grudges, Amadeus is not Makise. Maho said it, we said it many times.
I know that, but it's still the memories.
You talk about those things.
No, but it can help, you know, if you discuss these things with Amadeus, who also has, you know, Makise's memories. You basically would have a reaction out of Amadeus that would resemble what Makise would have. So you could at least, you know, bear your heart out and say those things instead of keeping them with you and feeling bad about it. And that's another thing. Feeling anger and jealousy and bad emotions towards someone who's dead and can be, you know, there to defend himself or him or herself doesn't make it, you know, bad or mean. It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. It's not because the person is gone that the emotions are gone, you know. So Maho has to deal with these things and understand that her feeling these emotions towards Makise doesn't make her evil. Even if Makise is gone and Maho doesn't have anyone, you know, to you know, direct her emotions towards.
Yeah.
She should talk about, you know, she should talk to Amadeus about these things if it bothers her this much, if only so that Amadeus could, you know, say it's okay, make it fine so she can move on. I don't know. If she needs to talk about it, she should talk about it. If she's not capable of moving on like Okarine is doing, I think she should talk about these things. If she doesn't want to do it with Amadeus, she can talk to Okarine about it. He knows Makise enough, he could probably make this right.
Just talking about it's gonna help.
Definitely.
No matter what you talk about, it's just gonna help.
Definitely.
On that note, though, I know it's completely off topic, but Fairy's got a wild way of doing sleepover.
So that, to me, that only proves why she's friends with Daru.
Yeah.
She picked up some stuff from him and she's just going wild.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, maybe she has a thing for Moeka and we didn't know about it. That'd be fine. Just, I mean, talk about it before you assault the girl. She already has issues connecting and being social. Don't make it worse. That was just a bit weird.
Yeah, indeed.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll leave it at that, and we'll move on because I mean we need to stop this mess.
Oh gosh.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already, or it will be soon. You can check it out if you want. The link is in the description.
And if you don't, you can wait for the next one to be out on YouTube. So we're gonna see you in a week, guys.
Bye.